Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about one of the core shifts that I think every early stage entrepreneur goes through, whether you've never tried to do the make money online stuff before, or whether you've tried some stuff before and it's failed, or even if it's gone well, but you're looking to do even better. This is one of the pivotal changes that really took me from struggling to making a lot of money online. So this took me from really, really struggling to now doing over $1 million a month revenue, not profit, between my businesses. So I want to share it with you. Now, the core of this video is going to be about value. And I'm not saying value in like an esoteric, I want to look cool and good and wholesome online kind of a way. Selfishly, for me to enrich myself, this value principle changed everything. So let's get into it. Essentially, one of the things that people are a little bit short-sighted about early on in the entrepreneurial journey, it's something I used to fall into the trap of, was being too self-focused in my approach of making money online. And what I mean by that is that when you start off trying to make money online, you ask the question, and I ask the question, how do I make money online? It's very me focused, right? What we need to do is we need to pivot that question just slightly to how do I get somebody to give me money online, right? And the reason we need to do that is because the money is not just going to apparate in our bank account. And if it's not going to just appear in our bank account, we need somebody to give it to us. And for somebody to give it to us, short of me teaching you guys how to become a bank robber or something, I need to essentially teach you guys, and you guys need to learn how to have somebody want to give you money. How do I convince somebody to give me money? Because that is the actual mechanism that needs to happen. So when you ask the question, how do I get somebody to give me money instead of how do I get money? Your set of questions, your set of inputs will become much more refined. You'll ask better questions. If you ask better questions, you get better answers, and then you can actually work on solving the problem. So why be rabbiting on about value in this video? Because, as much as it is, again, wholesome and nice talk about providing other people value, selfishly, we want to make money. We want to get rich. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, by the way. I'm not the money is the root of all evil guy. Like, money is good. It provides for you. It gives you the life you want. It means that you can do nice things with it, look after your family, look after yourself, have nice things, whatever it is that your motivations are. So why is value so critical? Well, value is critical because it will make your life infinitely easier. I'm going to use an example of what I think terrible value is, and then I'll walk you through what good value is and how to actually make it go well. So one of the go-to examples I use is dropshipping, which is e-commerce for people that aren't aware. Now, one of the things with e-com and dropshipping in particular is you're trying to present something that is of this value as being of this value because you're buying it from another manufacturer, whether it's low ticket, you're buying it from China or India or Pakistan or Vietnam is a good manufacturing hub, and you're trying to sell it for this much in Australia, America, England, wherever, or whether it be you're doing high ticket and you're trying to find local supplies or whatever, the reality is the whole function of the business is buying something for X dollars, marking it up so that you can make some money and selling it for Y dollars. Let's use an example off my desk. Let's pretend that we sell keyboards. If we are buying this keyboard for $20 from China, the whole dropshipping game is how much do I think I can get away with selling this for? Can I sell it for $50, $70, $80, $100, $200? Let's pretend we're selling this thing for $80, right? Let's pretend we're trying to sell our $20 keyboard for $80. Essentially, the first barrier is you need to make this cheap product look more expensive. You need it to be perceived as more valuable than what it actually is, because it is a $20 keyboard. So you need to take great photos, do good copywriting, present it in some kind of a way that makes it look and feel and sound like a premium product, even though it's not. And even once you're done convincing somebody that it is a premium product and they actually buy it, they then receive the item that costs $20 and they look at it and they feel it and they use it and they go, it's fine. Like, it's probably like I probably overpaid for this thing, because they did. And they're not going to buy from you again. They're not going to recommend a friend buy from you. None of those sorts of things. So you got one transaction for an amount of money. And like I said, it doesn't matter what price point, even if you're selling expensive stuff, saunas or golf simulators or whatever the high ticket e-com guys are plugging these days, you're still artificially embellishing the price and trying to make this thing that's only worth X appear to be worth Y, and then delivering something of X value. And it's not great. Which brings me to what the right pathway is from my perspective, my opinion on what the best way to actually do this is. Now, over the last 8 years, my core business, the way I've made all of my money, has been from offering marketing services to small businesses. Websites, Google ads, Facebook ads, all of those sorts of things is what I've done for other business owners. Now, inherently, there is value in that. If a business signs up for marketing services with me, let's say they pay me $2,000 a month, The reason they're paying me $2,000 per month is because my goal and my objective with that business owner is to make them an extra $10,000 or $20,000 per month or $50,000 per month. So the value exchange is really great for them. Yeah. That they actually want the outcome. They actually want the thing. And it is of that value. In fact, in an ideal world, it's worth more than the value that they pay me. Now, the other thing about marketing services and high ticket service-based businesses is if you do a good job, they stay, right? Again, you send them a $20 thing that they paid $80 for, they're not going to buy from you again. But I've had clients for more than 5 years in my marketing agency, 5+ years of every single month, them going, no, this is going great. Let's do it again next month. Let's do it again next month. And this is what happens when they actually receive the value. So a client isn't just worth $2,000 for next month's services. A client will be worth $2,000 a month for 20 years. Right? Because if they are getting the value, if they pay me $2,000, I deliver them $20,000 worth of results. Next month, they're not going anywhere. In fact, if anything, sometimes they say next month, can we spend more money? Because this was a great value exchange. I want to do more of this thing with you. So this is why like high ticket services, like I said, I like marketing is so good as a business model because the value exchange is very favorable for the customer. And that makes it really easy to sell, really easy to get clients, and really easy to keep clients paying you. So we've gone from how do I get money to how do I get somebody to give me money to how do I deliver so much value to someone that they're not only happy to give me money, but they're happy to give me money again and again and again because the experience I'm having with them is so good. And when you can get to that third point of them keep giving you money, this is when you can make a shitload of money online. But until you start getting those mechanisms right and you're just trying to figure out how can I get money, how can it all be me focused? And like I said, this is a trap I fell into earlier on in my career. This is when you end up on the hamster wheel of never really getting ahead, never really achieving success. Now, there is a referral pathway, like you can add services and deliver value within that mechanism, which I do talk about in this on my channel and in my courses, free course in school. But you need to get these things right in order to achieve that success. So hopefully you guys found this video interesting and valuable. And if you did, check out the next one.